All right, thank you very much, Adam. One Southern California construction firm is in a unique place. They built some of the homes that burned in the Palisades, and now they are rebuilding them. We're bringing in Patrick Cunningham of CNC Partners. He joins us with a unique perspective as the push to rebuild and restore the neighborhood ramps up. What are you finding thus far? Has it been a challenge in this time period where you have to worry about permits and what have you, or are they, is the promise accurate that they're trying to make it as easy as possible?
Our experience is that the permitting process is going nice.
Okay.
They've put together guidelines that are easy to follow, and the permitting process has gone quickly for us.
Okay, so that's good news indeed. Meantime, you had crews that were working in the Palisades when the fires broke up back in January. Can you talk about that and how long before you got back into the neighborhood?
January 7th, we started getting texts from our supervisors at the job site. On the screen there, you see and we saw white smoke and we weren't sure what it was. We were, we've heard about fires, we've been in the fires before, but it just started to accumulate over a few days, and then Friday it started up again. So we were out of there for about 4 weeks before we get back in.
Right, and then when you got back in, you saw the destruction, and it must have been heartbreaking, even as the builder as opposed to the owner.
Yeah, to see some of the homes that we had designed and built, and then of just the whole neighborhood. As I said to you earlier, it was like Syria. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah. Meantime, so you're rebuilding now. How many projects do you have operating?
We have one that we just broke ground, one of the first 3 permitted jobs. We have a total of 6 that are permitted to go for the next year, and then we have a wait list of another 6.
Wow. Okay, so are you basically rebuilding the previous design, or are you changing materials, or are some people going, well, as long as we're going to rebuild, we're going to do something different?
Well, the materials with regards to anything to do with wood is out. It's all cementitious, anything that doesn't ignite. But with regards to the ability to rebuild your home, the city has allowed us to do 110% of that size. So people are making changes to the homes. So it's not, in my experience, it's not the exact home, except for the first house that we started is exactly the way it was 2 years ago when we finished it.
And do you think that will make it an easier process?
To build the home?
Yeah, make it, finish it faster? No?
Possibly. Never been in this position before. Yeah. Possibly.
Okay. Meantime, I had heard from a friend of mine who lost a home in Malibu that he was warned by his contractor that getting materials and going from, Santa Monica into Malibu on PCH would cost, or rather, the time would be as much as 90 minutes. Is it still like that? Is it getting better? Are you worried at all about the traffic going into the neighborhoods that you're serving? Well,
for Malibu, it's PCH. We use Sunset going in, and we've seen that lighten up quite a bit. It used to be that they were checking everybody with their ID. Now, if you've got the pass, they wave you in. That which was an hour and a half, 3 months ago is now 15 minutes. So it's not that bad. It's
not that bad at all. What about materials? There was some concern as well that with the tariffs or the fact that, the tariffs on, tariffs off, is that affecting building materials?
We are getting notices that some prices are going up, but that's typical every single year. We're seeing like concrete, drywall and all that went up last week for about 5 to 10%. Rentals for job site fences and stuff, we just got a notice that's going up a couple %, but that's typical. So that which everybody fears, we're yet to find that happening.
Oh, okay. So that's some good news here then.
Possibly. We've been warned that instead of going in with a 5% contingency, going with a 10 or 15% contingency to anticipate that. But again, we won't know until we get there.
How are your clients doing? What are their expectations and timelines, and are they hoping that you can make it happen?
Well, to say about the Palisades community, what I'm amazed is that everybody that I'm working with has an attitude of let's build, what's happened, and let's get to work. So I see nothing but positivity there with them. And then the city, as I said, they've put together some great guidelines to make it easy for everybody. So the process is going well.
Okay. Well, that's good news.
Yeah.
We like the good news. All right. Thank you, Patrick Cunningham, for coming in.
Okay.
All right.